Hey guys, Kurt with the Indoor Golfer here. I'm here with Doug Bybee, Vice President of Sales, Uneekor, North America and Canada?
North America and Canada.
And so we're going to take a look at the new Uneekor EYE XO system, and Doug is going to kind of walk us through some of the features. We'll hit a few shots, see how it looks, and go through the software.
Thank you so much. Sounds good, Kurt. We're really excited about the new technologies coming mid-year 2020. It's an upgrade for a couple of different reasons. We've enhanced the ability to have non-marking golf balls, which consumers really like that. Our previous version has marking balls, and that's not going away, but the new non-marking is exciting for customers because they can use any ball they want. The other thing that's exciting is we've enhanced the club data, so it's so much more accurate. Our ball data has always been very accurate, but we've enhanced the club data so it's on par with the industry gold standard. So we're excited about it. Thanks for coming and visiting us, and we'll walk you through a few of the technologies.
Sounds good. Let's take a look at the, just want to take a quick look at the sensor. So right now, I mean, it's mounted in front of the hitting area, unlike the QED, which is kind of behind, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the QED sensor itself is mounted 3.5 feet behind strike zone at about 9.5 feet, and this is 3 feet in front of the strike zone at 9.5 feet. So as you can see, it's still camera-based system, so it's got a dual camera system with 3,000 frames per second per camera, and then stereoscopic. So you get the best of all features, and then it's an LED bar, obviously infrared.
Okay. Do you have a clubs? We can kind of show people the markings of how things are marked up on some of the clubs here.
Yes. New for this year on this non-marking technology, what we've found is that there's a lot of clubs out there now that have, they're black, and actually the camera really has a hard time in a black environment picking up the black club. So what we have, and this is a patented marking system on the toe and the heel, nothing real fancy, but it's a patented system, and it allows us, as we kind of go through the software in just a minute, we'll show you, but it gives us more accurate club data. The ball data, again, has always been very accurate, but this allows us to pick it up better and give very, very, very precise club data.
Great. All right. What are the other key differences between the QED system and then the new EYE XO?
You know, the main differences are non-marking. As you can see, our little pyramid of golf balls there, those are Pro V1s, or you can use Bridgestone or Callaway or TaylorMade or whatever you want.
So logos, all that stuff's not going to throw it off?
Does not matter.
Okay.
It's a hardware change. It's not just a software. There's been a lot of questions out there, but it is a hardware upgrade, and you know, just more bells and whistles there. And then the improvement of the club data itself is a big improvement, and then the mounting difference as well. So as a technology company, we're trying to evolve. We listen to our customers and trying to provide their asks, and this was a big ask.
All right. Well, so I know you said a June launch, right? And so is that still kind of on par with what we're looking at here?
It is. It's going to be a June launch. June 1st is really the timeline we're looking at. Something a lot of our existing QED and Uneekor users have asked about is, you know, hey, I just bought the ball marking technology. You know, what do I do now? I want this new technology, and we're going to be offering a very lucrative trade-in, trade-up program. We're going to take care of our existing customers, and more details to come on that soon about the specifics. But do not worry, we will take care of our existing guys.
So you get the audible tone, so no more voice?
You can turn it on or off if you want to.
Okay.
So the nice thing about that is before it wasn't part of the settings. The other setting we've added in there that's interesting is we've changed altitude.
Okay.
So if you are in Colorado or Salt Lake City or Florida, you can adjust the sea level by feet, and you can get a much better, more accurate setting instead of everybody having sea level.
Sure.
So
okay.
a lot of folks like that.
Nice.
All right, Chase. Doesn't matter what you hit, it's just driving range.
I love it. There's no lag in that system. That's just
nice shot. So you look at the graphics too.
This, yeah, those are like on par with anything else I've seen on the market right now.
How are you, Code?
Good. How you doing?
Oh, you missed it.
pretty good move, isn't it? All right, Chase, thank you. That was pretty impressive. What we're going to do, obviously, this is the front view of the range itself. You've got your data points here, and I'm going to pan through a bunch of different screens with the mouse, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do before I do it.
Okay.
So basically, you can go to the next view that basically shows you, this is off center, so it's a center line strike, so it shows you the cluster itself and the various shots if they go right, left, or whatever.
Okay.
The other nice thing about it down below is you also get an apex and a launch view. You also have the data that coincides with that as well, so you can kind of see a clustering or a map that goes along with that.
I wish my shots looked like that.
Exactly. Me too. This is my favorite part, is you can change every club in your bag. You can either do a bag mapping, so every club in your bag can be a different color, but as you can see over here, it shows after you hit 4 shots a cluster. So if you drop to a wedge, it would cluster here and then here. So you can map out your bag by distances with every single club.
Okay.
The other thing you can do with this cluster feature is, let's say you were fitting or trying to decide what is the best shaft for your driver, is you could go driver A and you could name the shaft is a Fujikura. You could name the next shaft is, you know, it doesn't really matter what it is, if it's an Aldila, Fujikura, Atmos, any of the other shafts that are out there, and then you can map what your best dispersion and your best distance is with that shaft. So it's a fitting software that really allows you to hone in and map out your bag. So it's a really cool feature.
And we talked about this yesterday, but just the interface is very clean. It's, you know, it's nice and, you know, very easy to navigate, very clean.
Thank you so much. The next is probably one of the most popular things about our system itself is the camera feature. So this particular image up on top basically shows the strike of the club and the ball itself for that shot. The other nice thing about it is you can go down below and you can back in. This is the club coming in to strike the ball itself, so you can go back. Then this data over here is club path, in to out, face angle, side spin. So it gives all the data, but it shows what's happening here in real time, real life. So you can see, really, really cool feature. Consumers love this. So that's a nice feature as well. As you keep drilling down, you can go into the swing feature itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to replay. So the nice thing about this is you just saw the replay. You can change the speed. So I'm going to go over here to 1/8, so it basically slows it down a little bit. Watch, it slows it down even slower, but as you can see the video itself, really cool feature. Consumers love this.
So this is the part of the high-speed camera add-on, correct?
Yes, it is part of the high-speed camera, and I'll tell you the price and how that works later on. But the other nice thing about it is here, I can actually stop this and I can back it up, and then I can pull it. If I take it back, I can pull it frame by frame. Oops. So I'm going to go here and watch. I can look how clear that is. No blur at all. Really neat feature. The other thing is, as a teacher or a fitter or somebody that's continually working on your game, you can go here up to the tools in the system. You can click on this. You can draw plane angle, and if you want to know if your head's going up or down, you can go, oops, that's my mistake. So I'm going to go here. Forgive me. So you can do plane angle here, that's a little bit below, and then you click on here if you want to know if your head's moving or... why didn't that do that? There we go. And then you can play the swing and you can see what you want to see. You can see plane, you can see if his head's moving up or down, which it's not. Chase is a wonderful player.
It's beautiful.
Really good feature. The next thing I like to show, but the video features are our two most popular. Consumers absolutely love this.
I want to take a quick look at the cameras. Just are these the cameras that would be part of the new package?
That is part of the cameras that are the new package. They're high speed. They're 200 frames a second. The other one is right here behind me. You get out of your way. It's right here. So you basically show plane line view, and then you also show belt buckle view, which is the other view on there. So it's very, very high quality, high frames per second. And the other thing that's important about the camera system, and I think you want to pan up here, is that. You have to have extra lighting or it'll be really blurry if it's dark.
Okay.
Very, very important to add that. Okay.
And that's just for the high-speed cameras. That's not for the system itself.
100% for the high-speed cameras, because the one thing in most simulation, light is not your friend.
Yeah.
But for high-speed cameras, you need that light in order so it's not blurry. And you saw how clear it was.
With those additional lights in a high-speed camera, do you have to increase the lumens? You know, like 3,000 is always kind of like the kind of the bottom line you want to have in a low-light simulator. Do you have to go higher than that then? Or?
It's more about aperture on the cameras themselves. So it has to have, you know, a wider eyeball, so to speak. So that's a really good question. The last couple features, I like to show this. Basically walking over here, and I'll pan down here with my mouse. Basically it'll give you, for your entire session, it doesn't matter if you hit 4 shots or 400, it'll give you an average, it'll give you a max. This is also the summary of the data itself. And let's say, for example, shot 2, you hit a shank, or you topped it, or you hit it real fat, and it was going to skew your data a great deal. You click on it here, and then you delete it. And it takes out any bad reads or any bad information, so you get a really true aspect of what you want.
So, I mean, this software, the view software with the EYE XO, is you're really replacing a lot of need for separate software for if you're a club fitter, if you're, you know, teacher, because you can just replace, you know, your V1 system potentially with this, or, you know, you have a lot of the same features, a lot of the same tools kind of built in.
Yeah, there's no need to have duplication. This is very comprehensive, and that's what it was designed to do. And then, you know, obviously we have in other modes, we have course play, we have course practice, we have the QED Hero Challenge. It's a gameplay mode. All kinds of different features. The other nice thing about it is we are fully integrated with TGC, E6, and Creative Golf.
Okay.
So if the consumer says, hey, listen, I want more courses than what you offer, they can buy any of those or all of those, and we are fully integrated with those.
Great. Sounds amazing. Everything looks great. I can't wait till June to get this in my basement.
Yeah, well, thank you so much, Kurt. We're excited about it too. Please contact us and let us know how we can help you, and we're excited about the future as well.
Sounds good. Thanks, Doug. Appreciate it.
Thank you.